Alright, give this a shot. Hello YouTube. Today I'm gonna drag out my old pickup truck, and it is parked right back over there. Now, this truck has been running pretty recently, but not for hasn't been on the road in about a year now. There's also this thing. That's for another video though. Today I'm gonna see how salvageable this pickup is. I just spent like $700 in tires for it, so I don't want to let those big nice new bad boys go to waste because they don't fit anything else that I have. So we're gonna go ahead and try and get this thing pulled out here. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get this started, moved out of the way, and drag this truck out. And I'll pull that valve cover off and we'll just see what we're looking at. Got that moved over. Now it certainly doesn't help that I had a big bump to drive over right here in the form of a shitty old concrete slab. It also doesn't help that the clutch is soaked with oil from the rear main leaking so badly. Not to mention the parking brake hangs a little bit, so that's another little issue with that guy there. But you know, that's gonna be a whole nother series. For now, we're looking at this guy, this old Yoder. So now that we have Fairlane moved, we can go ahead and steal the battery out of it, throw it in this thing. God, this stuff's all so crusty and nasty. Away she goes. Well, it started a lot faster than I was expecting actually. I was having trouble starting this thing when I was driving it daily, and now that it's been setting for months, fires right up. But, as I'm sure you could probably hear, it ain't running on all four. We'll go ahead and pull it out, get it somewhere it's easier to work on. And you know, it's not a bad truck. It's not great. It's fairly straight, minimal rust for one of these. Oh yeah, except for that guy. I just did that pretty recently, just before I parked it. Other than that though, you know, and that, well, and that. But yeah, don't think about it too much. Let's see if we can check in a view driving around here. Oh, she's running bad. Oh, only 3 cylinders. All right, battery charge light. The alternator, I think, had quit working on this, or something. Could also be more shitty wiring, but I'll just pull her out over here. Now that it's out here, I can do a little walk around. It's a little dirty. Let's see, we got quite a bit of junk in the bed. I think I'll clean that out before the bed starts to rust. This was cleaned out earlier this year. This is just all the leaves of fall trapped in the back. Got some nice BF Goodrich tires on there though, tires that are worth more than the truck. It's got a tail light, complete with a hole and the wasp nest. It's got some rust, got some cancer. It's not perfect. A a little bit of a custom modification made to my door hinges. You can see, that one's missing the pin. The hinges are pinned with removable hitch pins, and that way I can actually just pull those two pins out and remove the doors without having to unbolt anything. Boy, maybe we ought to pressure wash this thing before we get to working on it. How do you think? Oh, right. Damn, I spent a lot of money on these wiper blades that are now not being used and covered in leaves. So, I think I'm going to get out my blower, dust this baby off, and we'll get into her. See what we got. Last time I ate a lobe off of this thing, and I suspect that is what happened again, but well, it doesn't actually seem to be the case this time, which means I'm misfiring for another reason. Maybe. Just maybe. We'll see. So the story is, this thing ate a camshaft. I went to the junkyard. I got another camshaft out of a different truck, and I just slapped it right in this one. And maybe not the best thing to do, but that's what I did. Okay, so we need to turn this engine over some kind of way so we can see what's happening. This isn't actually as bad as I thought. I thought this had eaten another camshaft, and that's why it was only running on 3 cylinders, although now I'm starting to question if there's something else going on. Maybe I have some ring damage? Possibly? Because this all looks much better than I thought it was going to. Go ahead, pull these plugs out. Maybe we'll just do a compression test on her and see where that gets us. See what it looks like. We might have blown her exhaust gasket out a little bit right there. Now that is a pretty fouled looking plug. Given how corroded this head is, this might not have been firing so well. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Oops. Get that out of the way. Pull the rest of them. See what we got. Then we'll run a compression test, particularly on cylinder number 2. See, that's not so bad. It's a little black. That's a nice little cocoa brown on the end there. Not totally fouled up. Not really great looking, but not totally fouled up. So one we can live with. 3's in a little better shape than 1. At least you can still see the electrode on that one. 4 looks fine. A little dark, nothing wrong with that. Alright, so 2's our bastard child. We know that much. Okay. Whoops. I screwed your view up a little bit. Let's check here. Yeah, that's not so bad. Huh. Well, about 115 or so. That's honestly a lot better than I was expecting. Wonder what one of our better cylinders has. Just for curiosity, let's see what we get out of number 2. I mean, number 3. Number 3 was probably one of the better looking plugs. I think 4 was the best, but 3 wasn't too bad. Let's see what we get here. Pretty close to the same. It's a little better. Well, that really leads me to believe that maybe there's not much wrong with this truck, and maybe I've just been a fool this whole time. It was running so poorly, I just assumed it ate another camshaft, but I still had a bit of like a little bit of a knock. I mean, it was it wasn't a hard knock. I thought maybe it would be some valve pitter patter. Sure doesn't look that bad. I mean, I don't see any excessive play in any of these. Now, one thing that's worth noting is this plug is different than the rest of these. Well, let's go ahead and clean this plug up, and we'll swap it over to a different cylinder, and we'll see if the problem follows the spark plug. We could just go ahead and start this with the valve cover off. Be a little oil flying, that's okay. Make sure nothing's gonna fly off on us. Okay. Certainly does throw a lot of oil around. Let's try this again. Maybe not throw quite so much oil all over the place. Keys, 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 keys. Definitely some kind of a knock happening there. I think call that good for now. It's running on 4 cylinders. I was hoping that knocking sound I was hearing was going to turn out to be some valve pitter patter, but I don't think that's the case. I think we may have some kind of a lower end issue out of this truck. Well, it looks like that's all we're going to be able to do to that old Toyota for now until I can get around to pulling the engine. Probably be warmer weather before that happens. Next time I think I'll make a video about that Fairlane, show you all what exactly is wrong with it, what needs to be done, and there's definitely quite a bit to be done on that thing. So thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you want more, and have a good one.